Star Wars Celebration Japan is done. Let's get over it all. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Celebration-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Drew.
And we are back with news and announcement breakdowns for everything that we got from Star Wars Celebration. And we are actually recording this in the middle of the last day. And we think we have all the news and announcements, but there could be
all the big ones, yeah. Unless they drop a bomb on us.
Right.
That'd be kind of crazy.
So we're guessing the only thing we're not going to get is in this episode is like what
the date
of the next date and location of the next celebration, which we're guessing is next year, but who knows. But like I said, we're doing it in the middle of the last day because I don't know why I'm so stupid, but I thought that like their schedule was going to be aligning with like America's time,
bro.
I don't know why I was like, okay, whatever.
We're just
but
gonna
like,
stay up all night.
They're 12 hours ahead, so it's like we get a lot of information before we go to bed, which is kind of cool. So we got most of it. We just got the Visions Volume 3 stuff that we'll go over tonight too, just like an hour or two ago. So that's cool to go over. And
this was the first night I didn't watch.
Yeah, and so they had like they called it a sizzle reel for Volume 3.
It's just like circles going around.
Huh?
Isn't it? Or is it a trailer?
No, it's more. Guys, like, it's not a full trailer. It's more of a sizzle. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch it. And it was actually like a minute and a half long, like, trailer. I'm like, dang it.
Okay, well, I'll break it down after this.
But like, you have to find it in the whole live stream though.
Oh, it's not posted separately?
No.
What? That's dumb.
Because it's not a trailer. Because they didn't do trailers this year for some reason. That's like I can't believe there were no trailers that were made except for like a video game one or something. Like
there's like 2 video games.
Right. So this is kind of weird because especially
both the games are kind of lame.
I totally thought we were gonna get a Mandalorian Grogu trailer because they had one last year. That was at like D23 or something that they did secret that I saw leaked, and I watched that. And I was like, dude, this is going to be the best movie ever. And that was from like a year ago or last summer or something. So I was like, oh, we're going to have an even better trailer. Nope.
Was it the same one, you think?
Probably not, because that would be stupid. When they got all new.
They still haven't dropped one publicly, so.
Well, we're not going to get that this year, so we'll probably won't get that till end of this year, probably, I'm guessing.
And I don't like breaking down phone trailers from people's iPhones.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna do that. So,
but
you guys won't see a big.
I did not watch that one that was leaked by phone. I did watch the mall trailer that was leaked. Did you watch that one?
I did not. I didn't watch any of them because I'm waiting for a real trailer.
Bro, it's kind of. We'll get to it.
Okay.
But I don't know. Yeah, we might as well just jump into it. Do we want to go over the small stuff first, or do we want to go over the big stuff first?
Let's do small, then big.
Small stuff. So they announced the next like season of the Lego series, the Rebuild the Galaxy Part 2, and so that.
Which I don't know why we didn't get a trailer for that. Like,
right,
who cares?
It's probably already done, but. That is coming out in September.
September 9th, I think.
September 19th.
Or 19th. I knew there was a 9.
So it's a 4-part thing. So it's Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past. And so that will be our end of September and early October schedule. So get pumped for that.
And I liked the first one, so I'm excited.
Yeah, it was fun.
Miles was excited. I showed him the poster this morning.
Yeah, so that poster is weird because there's like a Bugs Bunny Lego guy.
Well, because that's from the old comics, the Marvel comics. There was this Jedi character-ish. I don't even know if he was a Jedi.
Well, in the poster, he's holding a sniper rifle. looks
Maybe
like.
it wasn't. Maybe it was like a bounty hunter. But that is like a figure. I think I own it actually, a Black Series, because they did like those comic book ones, of like the old ones.
No, I don't know.
Oh
That's not my
well,
department.
it's a EU character, so they
Oh,
brought back. But what's cool that I liked is like I think it's interesting that they add different versions of the Lego characters. Like the Chewie is like a giant Chewie because that's
yeah.
like a different type of Lego set.
But
And
then
then
like
they added like the
Ahsoka
Ahsoka
is
is the
weird.
she's the
She looks like
pop
a
head.
potato. Like I don't know.
It's like the Lego version of Pop Funko Pop characters.
It's weird.
I
So
have I think I have Grogu. Actually, I think I have the Ahsoka actually, but
so I'm
I've never opened
guessing
it.
I didn't read the article, but I'm guessing Ashley voices
She
her
did it. I actually listened to the panel because she was on the panel with what's his name that played
Ahmad
Jar
Best.
Jar. Yes, and they went over that whole thing. So she did it, and Ahmad Best is returning as Darth Jar Jar in the show.
Didn't he
Um,
die?
I think something fell on him. Remember?
Fell on him, yeah, but
Yeah.
they didn't check his body afterwards, so I guess
No.
that means he's alive.
Or also, it could be like a different version of Darth Jar Jar or something.
Yep.
But yeah, so Ahsoka's returning, and Ashley did the whole thing, and she said it was one of her best. Like she loved it. You should watch that panel. It was funny. She was like, she started crying, dude. The
What?
girl, yes, she loves Ahsoka's character. So anytime she can play it, she's like, I feel like I can just
Well, yeah,
be
but
myself.
whatever.
So I don't
But
know.
yep, that's been announced. This was announced before Celebration, this next one, but we got more details and a trailer for it. But Star Wars Zero Company, a video game
Mhm.
that's coming out in 2026 on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS. But like the trailer was super awesome,
Trailer was dope, but then the gameplay's
but it's just a turn-based like I don't who cares about turn-based games? Is that a
in
thing?
2025, not a
Like
thing, bro.
like a big like Star Wars like console game is gonna be a turn-based game.
It's gonna
Like
flop.
I think the last turn-based game I played was Final Fantasy X, and that was like
Dude, the
20
last
years
one,
ago or
did you ever
something.
play the Lord? Well, no, you don't like Lord of the Rings. Never mind.
No.
There was a turn-based game, Lord of the Rings game, and I loved it. It was like different characters, like behind the scene characters and you would interact with the main group. But that was dope. But like, yeah, I
So
mean,
this
it's
one,
2025 and the trailer looked dope. I was like, what is this?
yeah,
Am I
because
supposed to watch this? And then I saw the gameplay. I'm like, I turned it off.
so like it's kind of marketed as like another Bad Batch during the Clone Wars, kind of like their
Hmm.
specialized squad. There's in the poster there's 6, so like
It's like a Mandalorian-ish
5 people
character.
plus R2 droid type thing,
Hmm.
and it's like they're like a special ops type thing that they go on. They're put together. I'm assuming that one is a Jedi because he has a lightsaber,
I think so.
but like
But I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
spend $80 on this game though.
Right.
You know what I
It
mean?
just looked really cool, like the concept of like what the story is. But it's a turn-based game, like nobody cares. Like it would be better if like this was like a online game where each player has a specialized like ability to like
Or even you can
specialties.
custom a character or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and they kind of have that in Battlefront 2, where like there's different like whatever they're called, like different like heavy infantry, like sniper
Yeah,
officer, like where you can do that. But like I don't know if this is multiplayer or not, or if it's just it could be, I guess.
I guess it could be. You could
You
play
just
with
get a
your
random squad of people, all different specialties, and then you just go at it and try and defeat the onslaught of droids or whatever. But who cares? Like whatever. People want Battlefront 3 so bad.
dude. Tell me about it.
I I
Oh,
haven't played Battlefront online at all since like 2019 when I moved in my apartment. And like I'm kind of want to play that again. Like now that we have the Discord fans and like people, like I can connect with people and like play online with people, that'd be a lot of fun. But
you should, dude. Do
nope.
it.
Are you gonna play the Fortnite thing that just
Yeah, I
dropped
was
the trailer?
gonna. They just dropped that tonight.
Yeah, just like literally an hour ago.
The next season of Fortnite. Well, one, there is a special event, Star Wars event that's like, I think it launched today or no,
Might be
maybe
going on
next
right now.
Saturday.
I
I
think
don't
it might be
remember.
going on now. I thought I saw,
Yeah,
but
maybe. So there's a Fortnite event, which is like they do that like once a year. But like this next whole season of Fortnite is all Star Wars, which has been rumored that it was going to be that. So I'm
right.
super pumped for that because even Dark Jar Jar is going to be a character in there that you
Yeah,
can get. So I'm pumped. So you guys buckle up. You're going to get some late night streams of me playing Star Wars Fortnite. So I'm going to get home like at 11 o'clock at night and play Fortnite. So buckle up. I'm excited.
fun.
But
All right, next up, we will go over the news for the Ahsoka series that we got.
mhm,
Did you watch the Dave Filoni Rosario Dawson panel?
mhm, I did.
So we
Watched
got
it today.
tons of information out of that. Like
That
normally
girl
Dave
was spitting.
Filoni, well, Dave
Well,
Filoni like
even
said most
David,
of it.
yeah,
Like I couldn't believe how much because I watched like the previous one with like the uh, from the other day. I can't remember which one it was.
just Dave
It
Filoni
was
and John
Dave Filoni.
Favreau.
No, Dave Filoni and Pedro Pascal.
Oh, Pedro. Yeah, I did not watch that
And
one.
like they didn't say anything. Like, yeah, we can't say anything. Yeah, the Mandalorian Grogu are in it. Yeah, like they didn't say anything. But this one, the Ahsoka one, like he was saying a ton. So there's an article that says like 5 things that we learned, and then there's some other kind of stuff from that panel that I'll go over to that not in the article. But one, it's officially confirmed that Rory McCann is the replacement for Ray Stevenson to play Balin Skull, and they had like a poster or like a
Image.
images of him in costume for that, which is kind of weird that they kept his beard like dark in those pictures. Like in
It says makeup because they're not filming until next week.
well, yeah,
So
but you'd think they would hire one intern to like, hey, make his beard white, like just by like
or just have AI fix it for them
yeah,
or
like
something.
but whatever. But he looked actually pretty cool. So
He didn't look bad from
right,
those two images, and they're like mock images. They're probably even they might just probably all the comments said, "Why is he beard not the same color?" They probably will fix that because they haven't started shooting. They shoot next week,
yep,
so
yeah, they're starting. They said next week they're gonna start filming, which they said summer was originally, but now they're moving it up to now. So
mhm.
that's cool. That so the question is, when does the show come out? I wonder if it's. I'm
I'm
guessing it's gonna
guessing
come
this
out
time
after
next year.
Mando and Grogu movie
Yeah.
because I think they're gonna be tied together. So a little bit, but we'll see. But next up, the second thing that they said, Admiral Akbar returns and faces off against Thrawn. So the guy who's the best at finding traps against a guy who's best at placing traps.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? That's gonna be
It's
kind
a
of funny.
trap. If we don't hear it's a trap, I'm gonna be
No, I want to
mad.
hear Thrawn say
Rod
it's a
say it
trap.
though. Yes,
One
that's
because
what I'm
Admiral
saying.
Akbar made the trap. That would be so
Imagine
funny.
that'd be so good.
We also get a screenshot of Loth Kittens. Did you see that picture?
I did not.
Like they look a lot different than the actual like Loth cats that
Right.
we see. So that's kind of funny that we see like kittens. So that's in the article. Um, the Mortis gods will have a presence in season 2. So what does that mean? I don't know. We see the statues at the end of Ahsoka season 1.
Mhm.
The sister, her or the daughter, her head is knocked off, gone.
GG.
So what does
Good
that
night.
mean? But are we actually going to see like the spirit beings like the like in some way, or is it just going to be kind of like more images of like carved statues and paintings and stuff that we saw in Rebels? But I don't know. That's exciting. And also, it's been officially confirmed that Hayden Christensen will return for season 2.
Mhm.
So that is really fun. Now
Which
they didn't.
also it could also mean so many other characters could be there.
Right, because the rumors were that like Natalie Portman was going to return as well.
Mhm.
But then I saw recently, like within the last couple of weeks, Tamora Morrison said that he's not on like the he's not on any projects coming up, which he could have just been told to say that,
Yeah.
but you would think that they would
He
have
had
him
a
back.
panel yesterday too, didn't he?
Him and
The younger
Daniel
version.
Logan.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that one, but
I watched a little bit. I didn't watch all of it.
but yeah. So if it's filming starting next week and they film for like 2 or 3 months or something, I'm guessing end of next summer. I think is when we'll get Ahsoka season 2. I'm guessing,
Yeah, that's my guess too.
which would be super exciting. And so one of the things that Dave Filoni said on that panel with Rosario Dawson was that we're gonna get a lot of Thrawn, we're gonna get a lot of Zeb
I know
and
Zeb.
Hera
Yeah, that
and
was a big
more
one.
Chopper, and
A big
uh,
war,
there's big battles, and
big
so
battles.
I'm excited for that. That's gonna be. It seems like it's gonna be an action-packed series, but it's like it's the Ahsoka series, but Ahsoka is stuck on Peridia.
For
But then you
now.
have all this stuff going off in the galaxy, the main galaxy. So it's like, how are they gonna do that? Is she gonna use the world between worlds like early on in the season to get back to the main thing or what? But I don't
I
know.
don't know.
But
It's gonna be
I think
interesting.
it's gonna be pretty crazy. Especially they have the rumor that Abeloth will be in this as well. So
Okay, so was John Favreau involved with the first season?
yeah, he's involved like in all the Mandoverse
Oh, that's
stuff.
true.
Um,
He didn't say much on this panel.
yeah, he wasn't. Who isn't on that panel? I don't think.
Yeah, it was. It was him, John, and Dave. Or it was Dave Filoni, John, and Rosario Dawson.
Oh, I don't know.
It
I
was
can't
them
remember.
three.
But yeah, so I'm super excited, and they made it sound like they're doing a lot of fan service with this one. So
Yeah.
um, I'm hyped.
It was cool to hear her talk about how, like, I forgot that they couldn't even advertise season one of the show. They couldn't talk about it. They could advertise it, but like them as actors couldn't advertise it because
What do
of
you
the
mean?
strike.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Because that strike happened, so they couldn't like. But then us as fans did it, and like she was afraid that they weren't going to get a season two, but she said that you guys did that for us.
Whatever. I think that stuff is kind of nonsense. Like they had a plan the whole time. Like
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah,
the
but
whole
still,
Mandoverse thing is a whole big thing. Like they can't
yeah.
just have a Mandoverse story with
Imagine they
Ahsoka
didn't do it.
and then no, like there's a lot that they have not disclosed to us, but is still in the works. So, but yeah, and so then we might as well go over Visions Volume 3 next. So it has been announced October 29th of this year. It's coming out. Um, as we predicted from season when Volume 1 came out, there were 3 episodes that we thought that could have or sorry, there was one episode that we thought could have like a really good continuation, and that was the Ninth Jedi. So that is
Mhm.
one of the stories that's going to continue for an episode. But also, they announced that next year that story is going to continue as a limited series.
Yeah, which is really
So
cool.
a limited series, what does that mean? Like Obi-Wan Kenobi was a limited series, and that was 6 episodes. I wonder if we're going to get 6 episodes. That'd
Yeah,
be pretty cool.
4, something like that.
Um, but that's exciting. But they also announced that they're continuing 2 other stories in season 3. The Duel Part 2. They had names for them. I forgot what they called them. I didn't write them down. I don't even know if there's an article up for it yet.
Didn't you
But
post it in our Discord?
maybe. Well, I posted the screen. I don't know if it had the names on them though.
It did in the screenshot, but yeah, it did.
It did not have them in that picture. But so the Ninth Jedi, the Village Bride is getting a part 2, and the Duel
Which
is getting part 2.
Village Bride is what Jeremiah's pumped for.
I'm hyped, but like it was so like it ended perfectly. So it's like, what are they gonna do next? But the information from the panel, so they had like the main showroom panel that they did,
Mm-hmm.
um, which it was kind of stupid because it was mostly all in Japanese, so I could not understand anything they were saying. So they were
They
doing
they
like
had like no subtitles either,
no, like they had them on screen like in for the audience to read.
but not for the live. Yeah,
So like I'm just trying to so like I was trying to like see what I could, but like it looks like you want me to spoil like what it seems like she's doing next in the Village Bride?
sure.
She's just got Padawans that she's going to be raising, like
Oh,
something like that. And so that's probably what's going to happen. And then the Duel, which is another, the black and white one, like in the style of the old like 1950s.
with little color.
Yep. So they're going to be doing that one, and it looks like a lot more intense. Like people coming at him again. So yeah, but they showed some clips from some of the new episodes coming out, and they did concept art and some art stuff from all the other episodes, and they look actually really good. Some of the animation on these ones are
Yeah, I'm
top. There's
excited.
one that I was like, dang, this is amazing. So I'm excited. I was sad that it's not till end of October. Like we don't have anything this summer to watch. It's kind of like
Yeah,
I think we're not getting even anything, any like main canon things until next year sometime. Like,
true.
which is lame. Like
Until the Grogu movie, essentially.
probably the first. Because I'm thinking, um,
Because when does Maul? We didn't announce Maul yet, but
no, but we'll talk about that next. But yeah, so Vision Volume 3. So then next year, that limited series for the Ninth Jedi will come out. We don't know when that's going to be, but I'm excited because the Ninth Jedi it's a cool story and cool concept of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. But we mentioned the Maul thing, so we might as well do that. Maul Shadow Lord is the next animated series that they're doing, and I'm super pumped for this because this seems like it's going to be a very different. Uh, it's going to be the least kid friendly based on the trailer, the leaked trailer that I
mm,
watched. And because like here's the article says after the Clone Wars, Maul plots out to rebuild his criminal syndicate on a planet untouched by the Empire. Like, how is that anything kid related?
yeah,
Crime syndicates, like, and it's Maul, Dark Side. And do you want to know any details from the trailer or no?
no,
Oh, dang it! So then that limits what I can say. But it looks very, very dark, very, very crazy stuff, and the animation is, animation in that Clone Wars style keeps getting better and better and better. Like
yeah.
we like, how is it gonna get better than Bad Batch? Well, this is way better than Bad
Jeez.
Batch, and that was based off of crappy cell phone footage
Yeah,
aimed
that's
at an
based
angle.
off. Yeah,
So it's like even watching it from like that, I was like, this is gonna be so good. So they are gonna start production of that. Well, he said like this fall, right?
I think so. But wouldn't
Or
it, if they already have a trailer, haven't they already started
I don't
production?
know what was, or maybe I'm thinking of the movie. I'm thinking of the movie. Never
You're
mind.
thinking of
The next
yeah,
movie.
that, yeah.
But like the way I watched those, Sam Witwer and then the creator, what was her name in this article? I don't know, but she's been involved with Disney animation stuff since Clone Wars, I believe, and so they've worked together before. And like she says, this is like one of her like the best projects she's ever been a part of, and it's gonna be super amazing. And having Maul back, we're finally getting the story, and I think my theory is we're gonna get um, the whole complete story between the Siege of Mandalore when he escapes Mandalore to when we see him on Malachor and Rebels. We're gonna find out how he gets to there, and we're gonna get all that. So I'm guessing it's a multiple season thing to do that. And if it's like
Ooh,
Bad Batch, it's gonna be 15, 16 episodes a season. So
which I should be happy because if they did live action, we wouldn't potentially get as much.
right, people are mad about that not being, but there's no way to do a live action Maul series that would be good, in my opinion.
Why?
because who are you going to have play him physically, and who's going to do the voice?
The guy who did in the first place.
Ray Park, he's not going to
Yeah.
act. He's not, because he doesn't. I don't even think he did the voice. He didn't even do the voice in the first
No, but they
original.
can have what's his name do the
They're
voice.
not. There's no way they can sync
Didn't
that
they
up
already? They did that in Solo.
for a few lines when he's sitting still, and he could just concentrate
They could
on.
figure it out, bro.
There's no way, even with AI, that they could line up.
They could figure it out.
No, there's you know how expensive that would be and how long it would take to do that. There's no way they could have Ray Park do the acting and then Sam Witwer do the voice. There's no way. We're 50 years away from
We're
perfecting
not
something like
what
that with
50
AI. There's
years.
no way they could do
I give
that.
it 10 years.
There's no way they could do that. And
They
so
could do it, but they don't
it
want
wouldn't
to.
be good.
I disagree.
Every scene it'll be like Luke in the Ahsoka show
Why?
where every scene that he's talking, it's just like a close up on his face. It's not he's not moving around. It's just very still. You're not going to be able to get the Sam Witwer emotion out of Ray Park.
But it's just
Like,
voiceover. It's just dubbed over. If he says the same line and then they just do
yeah,
the
but
dub
the facial
over,
thing is completely different though. To
I
have
feel
him
like they could
to
figure it out.
emote like, have you ever seen Sam Witwer in behind the mic doing his stuff? Have you ever
Yes,
seen?
I
Yeah,
have. Yeah.
Ray Park can't do that. He can't match that intensity. There's no way. I will
Then they could
die on
have
that hill.
Sam. They could have Sam do it
Do the live action stuff?
and just not do the fight scenes.
No, that would be even worse. He's not an action star. He doesn't do that kind of stuff.
He's fit enough. He could
He's
figure it
fit,
out.
but he doesn't know. That's I am happy that it is animated and not live action.
I disagree. Agree to disagree.
I'm just saying you just think that it's too easy for them to make that thing, and it's
I
not.
wouldn't say it's easy,
It's
but
it
I
would be
think
one
they
of the
could do it.
hardest things ever to do in cinematic history.
And Disney has the funds to do that. And it would be the most viewed, one of
No
the
way.
top. Oh, Mall?
No. Just because people love Maul, I get it. But unless you're like hardcore Star Wars fan, you're not gonna be
True.
excited for it. They gotta make stuff that's more accessible to a larger audience.
They could do one film. They could have done. They could do one movie.
No way. Nope. Nope. There's no way.
Well,
Can't do
yeah.
it.
Now they're not doing it.
They're never gonna be they would never have the technology.
They were gonna do it. They already announced, like when Solo came out, that they're gonna do a spin-off series of Maul.
No,
And
they
they,
didn't.
yes, they did. They announced it.
No, they said there's gonna be a Lando show. And
Yes,
everyone was talking about wanting a mall. I talked about it very early on that we were going to want a mall stuff, but like there was never an announced mall show.
maybe not. Also, that Lando thing.
It's still what's his face last year said he's still working on it. He publicly said that. So either you believe him or he's lying.
Well, I maybe last year he was working on it, but I don't think he's
Yeah.
working on it now.
What makes you think that?
Cause we didn't get an announcement for it. And the same with the Ray movie. Is that thing
Well,
cut?
we'll get to that when we get to the next article.
All right, let's get to the next article.
So we're done on the mall stuff.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I think-
excited though. I think it's gonna be good.
Well, I think we should like what would. Well, I can't talk about things in the trailer, but like I do think that we will see him fight Vader. Because he
Ooh.
says in Rebels, the one they call Vader is coming, and I cannot defeat him. Well, how do you know that if you haven't tried before? So I think we'll see a Maul
Yes,
Vader
let's
fight.
go.
But if they're doing that whole span of years, that's going to be a 15, 16-year span of storytelling that they're going to have.
And I'm excited that we're gonna get that. And we didn't get like a novel or a comic version of this. Like we're actually getting it. I think it's gonna be dark, like you said. And
I think we're going to get Kira, too. Him training Kira, which we just get hinted at in the comics with like
yeah,
that stuff, but we never see him. So we're gonna see her post Solo movie, I'm
Yes.
guessing, and him training her, and so that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be sweet too.
But
And if we get a decent amount of Vader, maybe we can get some of what's her name who works with Vader. What's that girl's name that we did a whole comic book series on? I'm spacing her name.
oh, Dr. Afra?
Yeah, I wonder if we could get like maybe not of her, but like her in the background.
No, because that's mainly during the original trilogy, so Maul's already dead.
You're right.
So,
Never mind.
but it's gonna be cool seeing all the crime syndicate stuff
Mm-hmm.
and see what he has to do with that. So,
The Huts,
and it's,
probably.
it says he's on a planet untouched by the Empire, so it's gonna be like this new planet that we don't know about. Like, what's he doing? That's gonna be kind of cool. But we might as well go over the last thing, the biggest surprise announcement. Uh, Sean Levy's movie. Kathleen Kennedy earlier this or was it earlier this year, a few months ago, when she's like, whenever, oh, she got fired or she's quitting
Yeah,
or
yeah. It was like
whatever.
a
Like when
few
she
months
came
ago.
out like a couple weeks later and kind of talked about it, she's like, she mentioned Sean Levy's doing a movie. Like, okay, cool. Like, what's going on in this? And then there's rumors after that Ryan Gosling is going to be in this movie. And I remember like, Ryan Gosling, whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, it's been officially announced that Ryan Gosling is starring in Sean Levy's Star Wars film, Star Wars Starfighter, coming out May 2027. So, basically, we know nothing about it other than that.
Yep, and they're
um,
filming. Well, we know that they're filming
they're going to start filming this
September
fall.
or this fall.
So I'm guessing, I want to say they're going to do Ahsoka in the volume, and that they got that time slot. And then after they're done, that's when the next movie can maybe do stuff
Yeah.
in the volume. So I don't know if I like that a movie is being filmed in the volume, but
Well,
if
maybe
it's
parts of it.
Starfighter, they're going to be in space most of the time, so like you
Yeah,
can't really
parts of it.
do set stuff for space. So, um, but
But the
um,
Grogu movie's in the volume, right?
probably just because the
Style and feel
same
of.
style and feel, so they're keeping it the same. But so I guess the only information that we do have though, on top of Ryan Gosling, is that it takes place 5 years after the rise of Skywalker, and it's just a new character with a new setting and new people. So I think that it's going to be a standalone film that's not going to be connected to the sequel trilogy really, or have any characters that we are familiar with, which I kind of like. So they can just do whatever they want, and it doesn't really matter. And so if it's a terrible movie, who cares?
So it's 5 years after Rise of Skywalker.
Yes. And so, the question is Starfighter. What is that referring to? I think it's referring to like the pilot, the Starfighter pilot, which would be Ryan Gosling. Some people could interpret it as the Starfighter, like the ship, or like,
That's what I was thinking.
but I think it's the person. And so it's
But
like, what
wasn't
is
there
he?
images? They probably are all AI, but I saw images today of Ryan in like a Jedi robe,
No, that's not
so
a
it's
thing.
probably all AI.
No, because no. And so that's so the question is like, what is this movie going to be about? A
Like, what are they gonna
starfighter?
do if it's after
What can be a standalone film? It doesn't have to be
But
connected
what are
to.
they fighting?
That's the thing. You don't have to have a galaxy threat to fight against. There's smaller stories that are going on.
It's just like Hondo's crew. The
It
whole
could
movie
he
is
could
just Hondo's crew.
honestly, I feel like it could be, see, Starfighter. Like, what is that? Could be more like like he could be like a bounty hunter or like a smuggler, where he's like the Starfighter. Like he's the best at doing this. Like he's hunting down people. Like he's a gun hire type thing, where he's doing Starfighter things. But like, I think it'd be cool if it was like a racing aspect to it. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't know.
Um,
We don't got any information.
I I like that director. He's made like good movies, but like they've all been kind of comedy. So that's my only concern.
Well,
Like
that's
Deadpool,
all
Wolverine.
Star Wars movies have that though.
No, but Deadpool, like if they broke the fourth wall or something, you
Hold
know
on.
what I mean?
Just
I'm
because
just
he did
saying.
Deadpool doesn't mean that all of his movies are breaking the fourth wall.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that's like my only. But I like his movies, so I feel like they're gonna be good and really good action and very like the effects are gonna be really good. So I know that Ryan Gosling, okay, like I'm not like the
I've never
hugest.
seen. I don't think I've ever seen any of his movies, so I have no idea.
Oh,
I
really?
I have no
Well,
opinion of him at all.
yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
But like,
guessing it'd be nice if he was an alien species. So like when we look at him, we don't immediately think of heartthrob Ryan Gosling on
I
screen.
really think he's to your
But
point.
that
He's gonna
might be
be like a
why,
pretty boy pilot,
which could be like it's going to be something like he's
like
like
a Han.
he could be like a starfighter pilot, and he's the best, and but he's never actually dealt with any real like starfighting, and then he has to like he gets attacked and then crash lands, and he has to like remember his training and then like rise up and be who he thought he was. It's gonna be some, I hope it's not something cliche like that,
You probably just described the entire film.
but what is interesting though in this article from StarWars.com about this, it's really short, but one of the things it says, one of the several theatrical projects still in development from Lucasfilm, including films by Sharmeen Obaid Chinoy, which is the Rey movie, James Mangold, which I believe is the Jedi Origins movie, the Taika Waititi movie, and a new trilogy by Simon Kinberg.
They're
So
still
this
writing on that Taika movie.
so here they're still saying that 6 other movies are in development right now. They're confirming like they're still happening. We haven't forgotten about him, and
For
that
them to
means
bring up Taika, when was that movie announced that he was doing a film?
that was probably like 2020, 2021.
It was like after. It was like right after
But a lot of it was
Mando season
scheduling.
one.
Schedule. He had other things in the schedule, so that's why it got delayed. But like, and then the world shut down, so that delayed everything
Yeah,
for
that's true.
a couple of years also. But that means as of right now, there are a total of 8 like movies that are being developed by Star. So you got Mando and Grogu, Starfighter, and then these other 6 in development. So in the next 5 years,
Refresh my
5 to 10 years,
mind.
we're gonna have a ton of them.
Refresh my mind. The Ray movie. Did she announce? Like when was that announced? Last year, right?
That was announced with the Jedi Origins movie and the Thrawn movie, which
Mm.
is weird that the Thrawn movie wasn't mentioned here,
Yeah,
which is kind of weird.
which is yeah.
But I
Unless
don't
we
know.
get that announced today, as we're talking, they like drop a Thrawn trailer for a
Yeah,
film.
you're right. Are you in the chat? Have we missed anything
Chat,
officially
help us out.
announced?
Make sure we're not missing something clearly.
There's like
Imagine if
all
there's
the
a
trailers
Thrawn
that we were
trailer
waiting
that's like
for dropped right now, and we were just missing them all.
that would totally be our luck.
um,
Yeah,
but
I
yes,
just like the Ryan thing. Like clearly, this is gonna happen because he went to Japan to
dude,
promote
he
this
was
film
not happy to be there at all. He was so bored on that panel.
because he doesn't know any. Like he doesn't understand what he's doing
He's
really
just sitting
because
there, had no emotion. Like
they
he's
haven't
like,
done
I'm
it.
just doing this because I have to be
Okay,
here.
but honestly, that's how he is.
Is he like always like that? I feel like on
Yeah.
like Fallon and stuff, like talk shows, like he's more into
When he
it.
promotes the movie, but like he's promoting a thing that he hasn't even started doing yet. You know, like it's got to be hard to like promote something that like, you're a fan of Star Wars maybe when you were a kid. And like half of that panel was him talking about his mom posting a photo of his like bedspread when he was a child of episode 5. But like I saw the best thing. Someone like an AI image of Orion figure as the Ken doll, but then like in like a X-wing jumpsuit,
Oh yeah,
and it said Barbie. I was like, yeah,
but yeah,
yeah. I don't know
so I'm excited. Like obviously, we're disappointed that we didn't get any real trailers for anything that mattered, but
as of
like
now. I keep
but
opening up YouTube.
I'm so excited with all this news. Like the mall stuff, I'm super excited for. That's pretty cool. Excited for this movie. You know, we gotta wait. Um, and I was the most disappointed thing was we didn't get a trailer for Mando and Grogu. They got a trailer at the celebration. I saw some screenshots from things, but like I don't know. It was
And
the one
it's
picture that's been floating around a lot. It was the picture of Zeb and Mando walking side by side.
yeah,
That's pretty
I
cool.
saw that.
That we're gonna finally get a
We're
lot of
gonna get
Zeb, and,
well, and we're
and
getting a lot of Zebs and Ahsoka. They announced that too.
yeah,
So
so I'm
yeah,
excited.
I don't know, bro.
Are you hyped at all, or are you disappointed
Not
pretty
even
much?
a little bit.
Not
The
about
only
anything.
the
What?
only thing that
Why?
I thought was like exciting was the mall. And but like I'm just disappointed that we didn't get any trailers. And everything that they like announced, we already kind of knew like it was like in the works besides the mall and then this movie with Ryan Gosling. Like that was it. That's the only thing that we got out of this whole convention that was like different. So it is for me it's underwhelming, but I know a lot of people are enjoying it, but like I don't know, it just feels underwhelming. Like and today is the last day, which last day of every con or every thing is always like there's like really nothing that they're gonna announce. Like I was just scrolling through the online thing and like one of the panels was like C3PO again. Anthony Daniels on
I don't know.
stage. So I'm like
I just
it
think with all the information that we got, like I'm excited for everything moving forward. Like, yeah, whatever trailers. I get trailers are important, but like the fact that we're getting all this stuff makes me excited
but
for the
what
future.
besides the mall, like what did we get that we didn't know we were gonna get?
It's not about getting new information. It's about having the buzz of new content is exciting for me.
Oh, that's yeah.
Like a new movie, that's exciting. We didn't expect a new movie to be announced.
I for me, it's so hard for me to get around. I know this is gonna happen clearly because he was there, but we've just been waiting for so long for all these films that it's like, oh, okay. Like I don't know. Like I'm not like stoked. I just want it. Like it's to like the Ray thing is like fizzled out. The Taika Waititi thing, like I said, they've been talking about it forever. So it's just like for me, it's just like, all right, are we gonna do this or not? Like,
Well, yeah, but you're forgetting the world shut down for 2 years and nothing was in production.
but how many Marvel movies have we got since then?
Not a lot, and how many of them were that good?
I'm not saying the quality. I'm just saying we've got a decent amount of Marvel movies since COVID.
I don't know. It's only been what 4 or 5 at most.
There's one coming out like next week or
So that
like
means we've
soon.
gotten 10 because there's one coming out next week.
And
What does
then
that
we had
mean?
one that came out last month, Captain America one
Yeah, and
that
that's
just
because
came out.
and most of them are after the world shut down for 2 years. They could restart up again, and then they're coming out again.
I'm just saying they've already got a lot, and we are gonna get one next year. Granted, we're getting, but they're. I was gonna say, granted, we're getting shows, but then at the same point, Marvel gets a new show all the time too. So that's not really. I just
I
don't
don't know.
understand why
Because
some
they
things just.
shifted to shows rather than movies. That's why.
Yeah, but to my point, what I just said, we've been getting so many Marvel shows too and movies. Like
Yeah, but
why?
they're also two different. They're all both owned by Disney, but they're both run by two completely different groups of people.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
Marvel is they
Way
have.
easier to make mistakes on
Well, I'm
than
saying they have so many established characters already that they're already moving towards different things. So it's like they
what?
plan all the shows to intermingle and come together, whereas not everything in Star Wars is related to each other. So they're all done independently.
Yeah,
And so you're not combining every department to write stories that come together. You're doing standalone things.
yeah.
And I just know that in the next, 6, 7, 8 years, we're gonna have tons of movies all out. Like,
Yeah, and I'm excited for that.
and so like I said, it's the buzz of new stuff stuff that we knew were coming out that's being confirmed was like, and like Volume 3, like of Visions, like we knew it was coming because they had already announced it, but like seeing the panel and like seeing the screenshots and seeing the artwork and seeing like,
Yeah,
oh, we're getting a limited series in 2026, like
that was cool that
I'm
they
just
announced
always
that.
excited for new content. Also because we need content to cover because we're running out of ideas. But like I don't know, like what are we gonna do this summer? Like we
Well,
got
and that's the
books
thing.
and
It's like
comics and stuff
I
that we're
thought we were
doing,
gonna
but
get like rec show or something. Like we're
I
getting
thought we were gonna get an
mall,
animated show this fall,
which is like completely different. I love it. Don't get me
which I think
wrong, but
they
it's not even the same timeline that we were focused on. You know.
sure it is the same exact timeline.
No, I'm saying like from the Bad Batch. You know.
Well, right, but it's just it branches off after Clone Wars to different things, and so it's like I
Hmm.
think they wanted a pivot in tone because you go Clone Wars to Bad Batch. It's like Bad Batch is basically just a sequel to Clone Wars, and it's like they wanted to like
They wanted to kind of
something new because like
go
yeah, I would
back
love
to
a rec
like
show,
Rebels. You
but
know,
then that's not really different than Bad Batch. It's just
more
clones
content.
that look different
Yeah, yeah,
than the
yeah.
Bad Batch. So I
I
think
don't think it's bad. It was just like we kind of both were assuming that we're gonna get an animated show sooner than because when is Mall coming out next
they
year?
say next year sometime. So
Yeah, so we still got a
like
while.
I think it could come out in the spring, just because that's they've been known to do stuff in the spring. Like so, Clone Wars season 7 came out in like February, March, April, that time
Hmm.
span. Then Bad Batch season 2 came out that same time. So it's like I wouldn't be surprised if we get it January, February, maybe late as March next year. Um,
Yeah, because we
but
got
I
to
don't
get
know
that. We got to get
what.
whatever tales they're doing
Oh
again.
yeah, that comes out in a couple weeks. Is Tales of the Underworld,
Hmm.
and so that'd be cool if we get a little overlap with the Maul stuff, something hinted with Maul in that, because
That'd
that
be
takes
sweet.
place just after Clone Wars 2, some of that stuff. So,
The one thing that I just realized that we didn't mention, and it's a small news, your game has a DLC.
oh,
You
Star Wars,
just
oh, it's the Hondo DLC.
yeah,
It looks really cool. It's plus $40 for a DLC. Like,
bro, done.
I understand the DLCs aren't cheap, but like, how much are they going to add to justify the cost of almost a whole new game?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, they're going to finally.
it's half a
I'm
price of a game.
I'm happy with what they said when they said
They're gonna fix the glitches and
no,
stuff.
they already fixed that. But like when you're on your speeder and you're being chased by bad
Oh yeah,
guys,
you can shoot now.
you can't shoot him before. Like it's so stupid. Like, except for your like special ability you can do, which is helpful. But like, I just wish I could just aim and shoot guys while I'm just
Well, you
flying.
can now.
But so
Are you
I just
gonna get
want.
it though?
Probably not right away. I'll wait for it's on sale or something for like $20 or something. But like, I really want them to expand the Sabak game. Like, I just want Sabak. The Kessel Sabak version is so fun. They just need to have that online, and then I can just gamble online with Kessel Sabak. It's so fun. Like I could just sit there all day and play that game. But
That's funny. I didn't come over just to play that game.
dude, do it. It's so much fun. And I
There's
got like all the best because you have like power up type things like token shift.
oh
They're called shift
really?
tokens. So I got like when you're playing,
What is
like
this
I don't
grindy the card game?
it's like I don't understand like the point of this coin. Like when I first this shift token, I'm like I don't understand why it's so good. Then after you start playing in a while and get how to play the game, you're like, oh, I have this one that's so good. Like I know how to like, and then you get cheats too, so you can like cheat. So it's kind of lame because like if I use the cheats, I win almost every single time. But
Oh,
like so it's not as fun. But like I still try and play like the elite players like Lando and some other ones that like without cheats, and it's a lot harder to win. But the cheats make it way too easy because you can um
it's like cheating and gambling.
so it's like you can double draw.
Oh heck no, bro,
And so like but
dude.
it's hard but it's not easy though because it's like when you double draw, like you have like this circle oval thing with like a spot in the middle, and then you have like a thing that randomly moves, and you have to like
You
get
have
it
to aim it.
aim it in the spot by time runs out. And if you miss it too many times, you get accused of cheating, and then you get banned from the
Oh
table.
wow.
And so there's that cheat, and then you have there's one where you have to like roll 2 dice to like get a random value, and they're magnetic. So like you have a magnetic device, so like you can roll it, and the bar goes back and forth. You gotta get it in the spot, and then if you do it, you can roll it to the exact number you want. And so it's like if you do those, like you can win pretty almost every
Pretty
time.
easily.
But I got the shift tokens that I got know how to use them just right. So Caleb Labatt says I made Kessel Sabak into a real game with regular decks and play it all the time with friends. Oh, with family. Well,
That's cool.
if
We played real Sabak before.
we played just the base Sabak, which is not Kessel Sabak, which is different.
Oh, German. You got to teach me. I got to come over and just play it.
Yeah.
Have a pizza night and just play Kessel Sabak. Is there online mode where you can like play against people?
No, it is not. That's why I
That's
play
what
them.
they need to do that.
That's what they should do. And I would play
Yeah.
like all night. I get PlayStation Plus for like
Plus
just play
just
that.
a playing game card. Oh, you're getting old, Jeremiah, if you just hide for an online card game.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I don't. It seemed cool. My favorite thing, like you said, that didn't happen to you, but like in the middle of like the trailer for this new thing with Hondo, it started glitching on the live stream, and
That's just your internet, dude.
no, it was the entire chat was saying it,
I
and then
never had that problem when I was watching it.
I
Looked
don't,
fine to
yeah,
me.
I don't know. I was lagging, and then I looked in the chat, and they're like, "Wow, even even the trailer for this game is laggy. Like they
Dude,
still
the
haven't
comments
fixed
on the live
anything.
stream for Star Wars is so bad.
It's so bad.
There's so many.
Don't go look at it. It's so bad. It's like every other sentence is like
It's like, what's the
canceled.
point when there's that large of an audience? What's the point of having the chat on there? No one can read it because it's going 100 miles an hour. You just like see the same five things.
I don't. It's literally just like people just saying L on announcements or
Other things we won't talk about.
yeah. You guys could guess, but
but
yeah, I don't know. For me, it was just a the mall thing was. I think it kind of saved it for me, and the Andor panel was pretty cool.
yeah, I watched the main panel on that one. That was
Sweet.
cool hearing them talk. I'm kind of mad
That your boy's in love.
Yeah, Bix kind of. I'm surprised that she
They
said
like
that
straight up told it.
that like they're gonna fall. Basically, the relationship is gonna be really. Oh, just fine, whatever. They can do it well, but it's like we know she's gonna die because she's not in Rogue One, so like she definitely dies.
Well, does he?
Who?
He's on Rogue One either.
Who?
Serial. Oh, you're talking about that. I'm talking about Serial's relationship.
No, I'm talking about Bix on the panel. She
Oh,
says that
yes.
What are you
Andor.
talking about?
And on the panel too, they Serial and whatever the other girl have a relationship.
Miro?
Yeah,
But he wouldn't say it like it was romantic though. It was more like
they went on.
like
Did
their
you watch
working
the other?
relationship.
Did you watch the other panel when it was just them two?
No.
They made it seem like it's a romantic relationship, but they can't do anything
I'm
about
mad
it.
about that then.
That's what I thought you were mad about.
No, I said Bix.
Oh yeah. Well, that one we kind of know, but then we know that she's not. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen.
She's gonna die. That's probably gonna be a really.
Yeah, that's gonna.
They're gonna build up the relationship the whole season, then she's gonna die. Probably in I'm guessing the third arc.
The thing that I like the most about it is my guess is the second arc. They're just gonna do it. But the thing that I liked about it is like they're like watch it and then go watch Rogue One because it's gonna make you view Rogue One even differently, and I'm excited for that because if that's the case and it's gonna make us view that movie different, then also viewing episode 4 might be even different too. Like it might have like a full ripple effect.
Maybe
because like after watching Rogue One and then you watch episode 4, it's so much different. And so like it could have like a long-term like ripple effect. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Andor season 2.
which starts in a few days. And so
Mm-hmm.
we're still trying to figure out like an exact schedule because we're going to be doing 3 episodes a week, but we do know that for episodes 1 and 4, Grace will be on to do a breakdown with me. And then the next episodes, so the second episode of each arc, Drew will be and I will be doing it Wednesday nights. And then the third episode, it all depends on if Andrew is available or not. If he's available, it'll be him and me, or if not, it'll be Drew and I at 11 o'clock on Saturday night doing the third episode. So, but we're going to get those out, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited to have Grace's input on Andor because it's a completely different thing than we're used to having her on for. So I'm
Yeah.
excited for that. And then after Andor, we'll wait to do the Tales of the Underworld stuff till after
Andor's
Andor's
wrapped.
done. But
It'll come out at the same time, but on May 4th, but we'll wait.
But
Yeah,
that's Star Wars Celebration. That's all the announcements. That's what's going on in Star Wars. So anything else, Drew, before we transition over to everyone's favorite time of every episode?
I don't think so. Yeah, no. Unless something comes out during our favorite time.
Yep. And then maybe Drew and I will jump in tomorrow night and I'll implant it in. But if not, let's transition over to voicemail time.
It's voicemail time.
All right. Well, we have 4 voicemails tonight. First up, from someone we haven't heard from in a while, our good friend Daniel Contreras. So let's take a listen.
I was actually going to guess Daniel.
Oh, dang.
Hey guys, it's Daniel Contreras. It's been a while, but I'm trying to catch up on all the old episodes. I'm really excited to be listening to Andrew's New Jedi Order series because I remember when that book series came out 25 years ago. So it's kind of great to relive it with you guys. But I did have a question about Andor season 2. It looks like from the trailer we have K2SO back, and I don't know if you guys ever read it, but like 8 years ago there was a Marvel comic that dealt with the way they first met. And I'm wondering if the new season 2 of Andor is going to stick to that storyline, which, according to Disney, that's canon now. So if they don't, it could be one of the first really big breaks in canon with the new Disney continuity. So anyway, if you guys get a chance, please check out that comic and tell me if you think it's good and if they should stick with it. All right. Take care.
All right. Thank you, Daniel. It's always great to hear from you. I do vaguely remember that
I didn't
detail
know that was a thing.
about the K2SO thing in a comic, but I don't know exactly how that played out. I don't know if they said any of the panels with Andor or not, but like I feel like I've heard them say in the past that they might not have like the scene where they get him and reprogram him. I feel like he's just gonna end up showing up in season 2. I don't know if that's what was said in this
The
the
panel
panels.
made it seem like they're going to show how the relationship became, which made it seem like they're going to show how. Because he was like, didn't he talk about like taking them apart and stuff?
I didn't watch any of the panel of that part of the panel, so like I don't know.
Oh,
But
I think they're going to show it.
so, and I don't know
So
enough about the
hopefully,
comic, so I don't know
yeah.
if it will align or not. But
But like to the Ahsoka novel and other novels, like the movies and shows overwrite that
books,
stuff.
books and
So,
comics. So
and
it's
it's a
unfortunate.
comic, like it's unfortunate, but I feel like if anything isn't gonna get
Yeah, comics I feel like are on the very bottom of canon. So
yeah,
unfortunately, because they have some really good stories, like Comics with Grace. Go check those out with like Vader
yeah.
comics and Kira comics. There are some amazing stories. So it's like to retcon some of these things would
We should
not.
ask Grace if she's read it because I'm assuming that's not gonna be like the first episode. That's probably not gonna be until like part
I'm
because they
guessing.
said the first one is like this is a wedding is in the first part.
Yeah, but there's multiple arcs going on at one time in each arc. So, like,
That's true.
but
And
I'm
or could
excited.
be already working with him. But
I'm excited. But awesome. Well, thank you, Daniel Contreras. Hope to hear from you again in the future. All right, next up. Normally we end with the coup d'etat verse, but we're gonna do this in the middle because the
Ooh.
last one is a treat, and so we got 2 from Garrett in the coup d'etat verse. So let's take a listen to number 1.
Hey Empire Radio, it's Garrett. As soon as we came out of hyperspace, Ben and I executed our plan. We used my N1 starfighter to quote-unquote escape the resistance. Ben hid in the hollowed-out droid compartment, and he had a couple of people ready at the turbo lasers to fire at us and better sell our escape. I put out a call to the main dreadnought and explained to Empress Palpatine that I pretended to be part of the resistance so I can one day earn enough trust to escape, and this was the opening I've been waiting for. She seemed to buy it and gave me clearance to land. As soon as we did, I was greeted by some troopers who would lead me to the bridge, and some other troopers stayed behind to check my ship. I only kind of felt bad for what was going to happen to them. While I was being walked to the bridge, Ben had disposed of those troopers and headed to the engine room. I had already went over the floor plan with the dreadnought, so he knew exactly how to get there with the least resistance possible. When I reached the bridge, Empress Palpatine was very happy and gave me a hug, which was odd because she never showed any emotion around me before. She told everyone to clear the bridge, and once everyone left, she asked me what I was able to learn while in the resistance ranks. I told her that they were in cahoots with the Grand Gungan army and that they should be here shortly to convey a larger show of force attempting to provoke surrender. Empress Palpatine said that this was good, and this battle will put a swift end to the resistance once and for all. Confused, I asked her how we are going to defeat them because they will outnumber our forces 5-1. Empress Palpatine told me that while I was gone, she had discovered something that would change the course of the First Order forever.
Oh dang!
Ooh.
First of all, a hug from Empress Palpatine. Like, maybe she's I feel like this could go different ways. Either she's gonna seduce Ben Solo to turn to the dark side because he's been flirting with that, or she's been flirting with Garrett and it's gonna bring him all back over. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
We got a little.
I don't know. Garrett, protect your heart. Don't
Jeremiah ships it.
don't get swept off your feet by a dark force user, dark side user. You're actually say, yeah, Jeremiah ships it. No, I don't. But be careful. Don't let a woman turn you to the dark side. But yeah, the big battle is coming. But she says she's discovered something that is going to change the course of history and maybe turn the tides. And so, what could that be? I don't know. We'll find out later this week. So let's take a listen to Garrett's second voicemail.
Speaking of changing the course of something forever, a semi-sleeper movie that is actually my #1 movie of all time is Speed Racer. Not sure if I mentioned it before, but the cinematography and the story in that movie is so good. It's just unfortunate that it released in between Iron Man and Batman, so it didn't do so great in the box office. I will die on the hill that Speed Racer is a great movie. I'm honestly not sure if I could trust anyone if they don't feel the same. Anyway, I heard Star Wars Outlaws next DLC will have Hondo Ohnaka, and it will be a pirate themed. But with Star Wars Celebration right around the corner, what announcement are you hoping for the most? I'm hoping for Star Wars Battlefront 3, though it's highly unlikely.
GG.
All right. Thank you, Garrett. Yes, you have said Speed Racer is your favorite.
Yes.
Maybe we gotta go watch that sometime.
Go watch it for him, and then both of us hate it.
Oh no! But yes, Hondo Ohnaka is coming back for Star Wars Outlaws, so it'd be cool to see that. And I'll probably eventually get that.
What if they have a DLC, like expansion of the game?
I don't know.
Their card game.
Oh, that? Then yeah, definitely.
He'll buy it like instantly. Yep. Jeremiah will buy it as soon as it drops.
And then his question was, what are we looking forward to most? I think it was just the animated show, next animated show announcement. I was expecting it to be this fall, but no. But
I was really hoping, not gonna lie, that they were gonna announce something and it was gonna drop.
Oh, they would never do that.
It would have been so dope though. Like something like Visions, they could have dropped it.
They could have, but
they wouldn't. But
because it's so far out, that's probably because they're not done yet.
Yeah, they're not. They're not.
But But yeah, Battlefront 3 would have been really cool. Like,
2029.
who knows? What they should have done, give us an update on Star Wars Eclipse.
I think
I
didn't
think
they
it's
say
still in production. Like the website's still up, but like
oh, yeah,
I don't know, because like that was announced December 2021, the last month that Andrew was with us full time, and the predictions was like 2026 or 2027 when that game was going to come out.
When's the last time you looked at it and see if the website's up?
I think it was last week or last year. I think I looked at it. It's still up. So if it got canceled, like it would be news and we would hear about it. But like,
I thought it did get canceled.
No.
Oh.
That would be big news, and I would.
But what is happening with it? I forgot about that.
There's no updates. That's the thing. Like, there's no updates. Like,
Chat,
I think
let
a
us
couple
know
years
if it got
ago,
canceled.
they're hiring new people or whatever. But like, I don't know.
What remind me what company was developing it?
The company that did like that Detroit movie,
Detroit Undergrounds. I think no.
Detroit. It's like this, like a cinematic, like it's like a movie.
I know what you're
game.
talking about. It's super cool, actually. You can like change the outcome of certain events. That was called Detroit Undergrounds.
Quantic Dream is the name of the company, and the website is still there. Clicking on it right now, it's still there. It says sign up for updates. Oh, okay.
All right, we'll do.
But yeah, all right. Thank you, Garrett. It's always great to hear from you, and I hope to hear some good news about the Coup d'etat verse. What was
another game that KOTOR remastered? We didn't get an update on that either, unless they're doing it today.
No, they did that. They had a whole thing on that.
No, they had the Knights of the Old Republic.
The remake, not the remaster.
Yeah,
because they're remastering
KOTOR.
one game, but there's no update on their remake of KOTOR.
Yeah,
which is fine.
They remastered Knights of the Old Republic, and that is out now. I think.
Is it?
Yeah, because you can already play it. I had it on my computer.
Well, you could have always played, but the remastered one, I don't think is out.
Thank you.
Why would they have a whole thing, a video on it, if it was?
Look it up. When was the chat? Help us out. When was the release date of that? I thought it was I
don't know.
Because all it is like an update on your computer, like of the game.
I don't know.
Because it's a free game, you don't pay for it.
It's free?
For it. It's free to get it, but then you can pay for like costumes and
I don't
certain
know that.
things. Yeah.
Dang, if only if it was on PlayStation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Garrett. But last up, we have a special treat.
Lucy?
No.
Oh,
from Yaretsi with her next flute song.
Oh,
flute
here we
piece.
go. Let's go.
And Drew, this one's for you.
It's a mall.
I hope that was good enough for Drew. That took a long time.
That'll do, donkey. That would do.
That was really good, Yaretsi. I was very, very, very impressed. That's your best one yet. It was super fast.
Now the next one.
Next one was
Duel of the Fates.
Duel of the Fates.
Yeah.
That'd be
That's what I want.
the 4-minute long one. Duel of the
You don't have
Fates.
to do the whole thing. Just do like a snippet. But
But that was really cool. I was like, I just clicked on it and I was like, whoa, dang, this is pretty good. So I was super impressed. So
good job.
But that is all of the voicemails tonight. We're not doing like 10, 12 like we did the last 3 weeks or whatever. So it's good. But yeah, so if you're new to Empire Radio or you're a seasoned veteran and you want to get connected to us more, just go in the description below, click the links.co/Empire Radio, links below 2 eyes. Click that landing page for everything. So follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch for live streams. Join the Discord. You know, we got some new channels in there with the new announcements and stuff. So if you want to talk about your theories and ideas for upcoming Star Wars projects, go check that out. Go join the Discord. A lot of fun. And yeah, send in a voicemail. The link is there as well. And our fan email if you need to send us an email for anything. And I should say, for voicemails during
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are you?
Andor, we're probably gonna just leave them to the third episode of each arc, so that all the Andor, any voicemails with Andor will be left for the end, because we'll be watching them one episode at a time. We're not gonna watch them all and then do recording. We're gonna watch one episode and record our thoughts without knowing what comes next. So I'm not gonna even listen to voicemails until I watch the third episode of each arc. So voicemails will be on the weekends, not in the middle of the week. So keep that in mind. And that will keep the earlier episodes shorter as well. So,
and we also want your opinions on what your thoughts and stuff. So send them in, and we'll just play them at the end. So you don't have to worry about spoilers.
Right, but I'm not gonna listen to them until after I watch the third episode. So
yeah,
you're fine. But yeah, anything else, Drew?
I don't think so. I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. Well, you've been listening to another Star Wars Celebration-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Drew.
And may the Force be with you.
Always.